Let's talk about real corn, the kind you grow yourself, right in your own backyard or even in a small garden bed. There's something magical about taking a handful of seeds and imagining the tall, green stalks that will soon sway in the breeze. Growing your own corn isn't just about food, it's about connecting with the earth, learning patience and experiencing the joy of nurturing life from the ground up. Imagine biting into corn that's so sweet and crisp, you can eat it raw, right off the stalk. The flavor is so fresh, it almost bursts in your mouth, and you realize this is what corn is supposed to taste like, nothing like what you find in the store. There's a unique satisfaction in planting a tiny kernel and watching it become a towering green stalk. Each day you see it stretch higher, leaves unfurling, roots digging deep. It's a daily reminder of nature's power and your own ability to nurture it. It takes patience and effort, but the reward? Corn that tastes like pure summer, sweeter because you earned it. The act of harvesting your own corn is a celebration, a moment where all your hard work pays off in golden sun-warmed ears. Most people think corn is only for big farms, but that's not true. Even if you live in the city or have just a small patch of land, you can grow corn. It's surprisingly adaptable and doesn't require acres of space. If you have a sunny patch of dirt and determination, you can grow your own. All you need is a little space, some good soil, and the willingness to care for your plants as they grow. This is about getting back to basics, understanding what a plant needs and doing the work. It's a hands-on experience that teaches you about the cycles of nature, the importance of timing, and the value of persistence. We'll break it down step by step, from soil to dinner plate. You start with earth, preparing it carefully to give your corn the best chance to thrive. Then you plant the seeds, water them, and watch as they begin to sprout. You plant the seed, nurture it, and protect it from pests and weeds. Each stage brings its own challenges and rewards, and you learn to adapt and respond to what your plants need. There are no shortcuts. The corn only responds to your effort. Every weed you pull, every time you water, every bit of care you give, it all adds up to a healthier, more productive crop. In a complicated world, this honest labor is deeply rewarding. It's a way to slow down, focus on something real, and find satisfaction in the simple act of growing food. Why do it? Because homegrown corn is a revelation. It's not just about taste, it's about pride, accomplishment, and the joy of sharing something you grew with your own hands. Store-bought corn loses sweetness fast. Homegrown goes from stalk to pot in minutes. That means you get the full flavor, the maximum sweetness, and the freshest possible taste. The flavor is on another level. Each bite is juicy, tender, and bursting with natural sugars that you just can't find in supermarket corn. It's a job that pays you back with a meal you created from scratch. Sharing that meal with friends or family makes it even more special, turning a simple ear of corn into a memory. The sugars in corn start turning to starch the second it's picked. That's why timing is everything. When you grow your own, you can pick it at the perfect moment and enjoy it at its absolute peak. That's why fresh-picked corn is so much sweeter than anything from the store. You can taste the difference, and once you do, you'll never want to go back. When you grow your own, you control the freshness and the flavor. You decide when it's ready, and you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor at their very best. It's a dirty job, but the reward is incredibly sweet. There's a sense of accomplishment in seeing your hard work pay off in something so delicious and nourishing. So, are you ready to taste the difference? Let's get started and discover together just how rewarding and delicious growing your own corn can be. Corn is a warm weather crop, so timing is everything. Wait until all danger of frost has completely passed before you even think about planting. Planting too early, when the soil is still cold, can stunt your corn or prevent it from sprouting at all. If you're unsure, check your local frost dates or ask a nearby gardening center for advice. The soil temperature should be at least 60 degrees Fahrenheit for seeds to germinate well. If you want an extra boost, wait until it's closer to 65 degrees Fahrenheit. You can use a soil thermometer or just feel the soil with your hand. It should feel warm, not chilly. Next, pick the sunniest spot in your garden. Corn absolutely loves sunlight and needs a minimum of 6-8 hours of direct sun every single day. The more sun, the better your harvest will be. Prepare your soil well in advance. Corn is a heavy feeder, so the soil should be rich, loose, and well-draining. Work in plenty of compost or well-rotted manure to give your plants the nutrients they need to get off to a strong start. Use a hoe or your hands to make shallow furrows about 1-2 inches deep. This depth is just right for corn seeds to establish strong roots without struggling to break through the surface. Plant your seeds 4–6 inches apart in the row. This spacing gives each plant enough room to grow tall and strong, without crowding its neighbors. Gently cover the seeds with soil and press down lightly. Good seed-to-soil contact is essential for even germination, so don't skip this step. Water the area gently right after planting. The goal is to keep the soil moist but never soggy. Corn seeds can rot if they sit in waterlogged soil. Use a watering can with a gentle shower setting or a hose with a soft spray. This prevents the seeds from being washed out of place and keeps the soil structure intact. Now comes the waiting game. It usually takes 7–14 days for the first green shoots to poke through the soil, depending on temperature and moisture. During this time, patience is key. Check the soil daily and keep it consistently moist, especially if the weather is hot or windy. Remember, corn is a greedy plant. It needs lots of nutrients from the very beginning. Starting with rich, well-prepared soil gives your crop the best possible foundation. Avoid planting in shady corners or near tall plants that might block the sun. Corn grown in shade will be weak, spindly, and produce fewer ears. Planning your garden layout carefully and choosing the right time and place to plant sets you up for a healthy, productive corn patch. The first test for any gardener is patience. Resist the urge to dig up seeds to check on them, trust the process, and let nature do its work. When those vibrant green shoots finally appear, it's a sign that you've done everything right. Your corn is on its way to a great season. With the groundwork laid, you're ready for the next step in growing a thriving corn crop. Don't plant corn in a single row. Corn relies on wind, not insects, for pollination. Each stalk has tassels, male, and silks, female. Pollen must land on every silk for full cobs. Single rows lose pollen to the wind, leading to patchy ears. Instead, use block planting, at least 4 rows by 4 rows. This dense layout increases the odds of pollen reaching every silk. Think of it as a pollination party. More mingling, better results. Block planting means fuller, juicier cobs. It's a simple change with a huge impact. The more stalks together, the better the pollination. Don't waste your effort on long, lonely rows. Give your corn the best chance to thrive. Proper layout is key to a successful harvest. Remember, block, not row. This one trick will transform your corn patch. Let's keep going. Corn is a heavy feeder. Start with compost or organic matter before planting. When stalks reach knee-high, give a boost of high-nitrogen fertilizer. Side dress. Make a shallow trench 4–6 inches from the stalk, sprinkle fertilizer and cover with soil. Water thoroughly to help nutrients reach the roots. This feeding powers tassel and silk development. Some gardeners add a light feeding when silks appear for extra support. Feeding your corn properly pays off at harvest. Don't skip this step. Hungry corn won't produce well. Healthy soil and timely feeding are your best tools. Next, let's talk daily care. Corn loves sun and needs consistent water, about 1 inch per week. Water deeply, not just a light sprinkle, to encourage strong roots. Morning watering helps prevent disease. Weeds compete for water and nutrients. Remove them early with a hoe. As corn grows, its shade helps suppress weeds, but stay vigilant. Mulch with straw or grass clippings once plants are a foot tall to conserve moisture and block weeds. Mulch saves time on weeding and watering. Consistent care leads to bigger, healthier ears. Don't let weeds or dry soil steal your harvest. A little daily effort goes a long way. Now let's tackle pests. Pests love corn. Watch for corn earworms and aphids. For earworms, apply a few drops of mineral oil to silks as they brown. Knock aphids off with a strong water spray or use insecticidal soap. Check plants regularly to catch problems early. Raccoons are clever thieves. Use sturdy fences, motion sprinklers, or even a radio to deter them. Remove diseased parts promptly to prevent spread. Good air circulation and clean gardens help prevent disease like rust and smut. Stay alert. Early action saves your crop. Protect your investment with vigilance. Next, let's talk harvest. The best part of growing corn is finally here, harvest time. But remember, timing is everything when it comes to getting the sweetest, juiciest corn. Harvest too early, and the kernels won't be fully developed. Wait too long, and you'll miss that perfect window of flavor. So, how do you know when your corn is ready to pick? Start by watching the silks. About 3 weeks after they first appear, they'll turn a deep, dark brown. This is your first big clue that harvest time is near. Next, gently squeeze the ear. It should feel plump, full, and rounded from top to bottom. If it still feels skinny or soft, give it a few more days. The husks should be a vibrant, healthy green, never dry, yellow, or papery. This means the plant is still feeding the ear and the kernels are maturing. For the most reliable test, try the fingernail test. Peel back just enough husk to expose a kernel, then gently puncture it with your fingernail. If a milky, opaque liquid oozes out, your corn is at its peak. If the liquid is clear, it's not quite ready. If the kernel feels doughy or dry, you've waited too long. When you're sure it's ready, harvest by twisting the ear downward and pulling to snap it off the stalk. Be gentle to avoid damaging the plant if you have more ears to pick. Move quickly. As soon as corn is picked, its sugars start turning to starch, which means less sweetness. Get those ears to the kitchen as fast as you can. For the absolute best flavor, have your pot of water boiling before you even head out to the garden. Drop the corn in right after picking for unbeatable sweetness. Remember, freshness is everything with corn. The sooner you eat it, the better it will taste. Don't wait. Gather your family or friends and enjoy your corn at its absolute peak, when the kernels are bursting with flavor. Perfect timing means perfect taste. Each golden, plump kernel is a reward for your patience and care. Harvesting at just the right moment is the final, satisfying step in your corn growing journey. It's what brings all your hard work together. Now savor the results of your dedication. Each bite is a celebration of your effort and the season's bounty. Ready for a few extra tips to make your harvest even better? Let's dive in. Try companion planting, like the three sisters, corn, beans, and squash. Corn supports beans, beans fix nitrogen, squash shades soil and deters pests. Even just beans with corn boosts soil fertility. Don't overcrowd. Thin seedlings to 8-12 inches apart for strong plants. Use online planting calendars for your region to time planting right. Succession planting. Plant new blocks every 2 weeks for a steady harvest. Smart planting means more corn, less waste. Companion planting and timing make your job easier. These tricks boost your harvest and reduce work. Work smarter, not harder. Let's wrap it up. Growing corn isn't just for farmers, it's a job anyone can do. With good timing, soil, and care, you'll get a harvest to be proud of. We've covered everything from planting to picking. Don't be intimidated. Corn is dramatic, fast-growing, and rewarding. Every season teaches you something new. The real reward is seeing your work pay off on the dinner table. It's honest, satisfying labor. You'll get dirty, but the taste is worth it. Take pride in what you grow. The sweetest rewards come from the work you put in. Now get out there and grow your own corn.